Imagine waking up every day with a smile on your face, feeling like life is light, meaningful, and of course, happy. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, science has already discovered that happiness isn't just about luck or genetics. It can be cultivated like a garden. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, based on scientific research that will blow your mind. And if you've ever had days where happiness feels a million miles away, stick around, because this is going to change your perspective. Let me tell you a quick story before we dive in. A few years ago, I met someone who seemed to have it all. A great job, a loving family, good health, but deep down they weren't happy. It felt like something was always missing, until they decided to look for answers. Not in self-help books, but in science. And that's when everything changed. They discovered that happiness isn't a destination, but a journey, and that small habits can completely transform the way we live. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. So let's start with a simple question. What is happiness anyway? According to science, happiness isn't just a constant state of euphoria. It's something deeper. It's about well-being, life satisfaction, and a sense of purpose. And here's the kicker. Researchers at Harvard, in a study that lasted over 80 years, found that quality relationships are the #1 factor for a happy life. Yes, you heard that right. It's not money, fame, or career success. It's about real connections with the people around you. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to be the most popular person in the room. In fact, science shows that having a few deep, meaningful relationships is enough to make a huge difference in your happiness. Here's a practical tip. Make time to nurture those relationships. It could be a family dinner, a phone call to a friend you haven't seen in a while, or even a longer hug. These small gestures have a massive impact on your well-being. Now let's talk about another scientific secret to happiness: gratitude. Have you ever stopped to think about all the good things that happen in your day but go unnoticed? The science of happiness shows that practicing gratitude, whether by writing in a journal or simply reflecting on what you have, can significantly boost your happiness levels. A study from the University of California found that people who practice gratitude regularly have less stress, more energy, and even sleep better. Amazing, right? So, why not start today? Before bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something simple like a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a sweet text from someone special. And since we're talking about habits, let's move on to another one science backs: movement. Yes, exercise isn't just for your body, it's one of the biggest allies for your mind. When you move, your brain releases endorphins, those natural chemicals that make you feel happy. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be a marathon. A 20-minute walk, a dance session in your living room, or even some stretching can do wonders. The key is to find something you enjoy and make it part of your routine. Now, let's talk about something many people overlook: the power of the present. The science of happiness has a name for this: mindfulness. Basically, it's about living in the moment without getting stuck in the past or anxious about the future. And guess what? It has a huge impact on your quality of life. A study from the University of Oxford showed that people who practice mindfulness have higher levels of happiness and lower levels of anxiety. So, why not give it a try? It could be something simple, like focusing on your breath for a few minutes or savoring every bite of a meal. The key is to be truly present. And of course, we can't talk about happiness without mentioning sleep. Yes, good sleep is one of the pillars of the science of happiness. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain is more prone to negative emotions and less able to process positive ones. On the other hand, a good night's sleep leaves you more balanced, creative, and, of course, happy. So, if you've been neglecting your rest, it's time to rethink. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, avoid screens before bed, and invest in a comfortable environment. Your body and mind will thank you. Now, let's move on to one of my favorite topics: purpose. Science shows that having a sense of purpose in life is directly linked to happiness. And no, this doesn't mean you need to change the world or discover your cosmic mission. It could be something simple, like taking care of your family, helping someone, or even learning something new. The important thing is to feel that your life has meaning. Here's a tip: Regularly ask yourself what makes you feel fulfilled. This will help you stay focused on what truly matters. Finally, let's talk about self-compassion. The science of happiness shows that being kind to yourself is essential for well-being. Instead of criticizing yourself for every mistake, try treating yourself with the same compassion you'd show a friend. A study from the University of Texas found that people who practice self-compassion have higher levels of happiness and resilience. So the next time something goes wrong, take a deep breath and remember, you're doing your best. So what did you think of these tips? The science of happiness is fascinating, right? And the best part, all of this is within your reach, small. Changes in your daily life can completely transform the way you live. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already practice? Which one do you want to start incorporating into your routine? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if this content resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a little more joy in their life. After all, science has already proven it. Happiness is better when shared. See you next time.